So you want to get chicks, huh? Well, you come to the right place because our boy Nate's got a video titled Asking Gen Z Women How Men Should Approach Them in Public. Before we get into this video, guys, take a second to go subscribe to our boy Nate. He's a friend of mine. Dude's hilarious. Literally a comedian. Good content. Great quality. He has good stuff. You would be doing yourself a favor if you take a second to subscribe. I don't miss a video. He's a funny dude. And like I said, the content's amazing. Anyway, we're all going to be chick magnets by the end of this video. So listen up. Let's have some fun and hopefully learn a thing or two.
What's the best way to approach a girl and get her number? How should a man approach you if he wants to get your number?
He shouldn't approach me unless he's at least 6'4".
It's no secret.
Oh, God. Already the height thing. Let me say something real quick. Just so you guys know, a lot of women have now weaponized the height thing. Guys don't shut up about it. Everywhere they click, they see videos of people talking about height matters so much, height matters so much. And now women like to throw that jab out there because you don't have an answer. There's nothing you can do about your height. And they know it hurts. I'm a short guy. I expect women to like me. I know I'm attractive. I know I look good. I smell good. I got good communication skills. So if a woman doesn't like me, it's obvious something's wrong with her, right? Isn't that fair to assume? Half kidding, just having some fun. But seriously, guys, please don't walk out thinking because you're not super tall, you can't get women. You can. You can. We've had many taller civilizations and they're not here now. There's plenty bones out there that have been found that showed other civilizations of giants. They didn't reproduce. They didn't get the chicks. They didn't make it, but we did. And here we are. What does that tell you? Anyway, let me click back to the right camera before I carry on. Carry on, Nate. Carry on.
Secret that women like to be approached. This statistic shows that 77% of women would prefer that men approach them more often than they currently do. But is that approach just an ego stroke that's not going to go anywhere? Or do the fellas actually have a chance?
Don't approach me. Don't talk to me. Thank you.
You should not be approaching women at the gym.
When will men learn to take a fucking hint?
Men do not want to approach women anymore.
Is approaching women a complete and total waste of time? Will women give you signs that they want you to come up and talk to them? And do women only respond well to men who approach them if they're conventionally attractive? All of these questions will be answered in today's video. With less and less men approaching women now, I had to get to the bottom of this, so I went and interviewed them and asked women myself how men should approach them if they're looking for success. How should a man approach you if he wants to get your number?
I feel like just very friendly, being like, hi, like introduce yourself and just like start a conversation and then ask.
I would say like friendly, just be like, oh, how are you? Just friendly.
Probably just be straightforward, maybe compliment you first, and then say that you're pretty and that he'd like your number.
I feel like calmly and respectfully, I feel like if you're gonna walk up to somebody, don't be like, yo, it's my biggest pet peeve. And just like actually start a conversation first instead of just being like, can I get your number? Because that's awkward. Like you don't even know like my name or anything yet.
Respectfully and maybe not in a being really aggressive and kind of making it look like you're in a rush, or if you're not so sincere, that can definitely like turn a girl away.
I would say respectfully, come up, say something. If I'm not interested, walk away. If I am interested, then I would keep talking. I mean, I'm not, just for the record, I have a boyfriend, but if he were to have approached me, I would want it to be respectful.
That's a good clarification. Good girl right here, yeah. What are some signs you would give a man if you want him to approach you?
I would say like if a girl's making eye contact with you like a couple times, I would say she's probably a little bit interested.
Like if a girl gives a smile to the guy and like maintains eye contact.
Probably just look at him.
Just look at him once?
No, just like, you know, the eyes.
What kind of eyes?
I'm not doing the eyes.
I'm not asking you to. I'm just curious.
Your attractive eyes, like yeah, I don't know, wave them over.
I feel like if there's a lot of eye contact or like body language is a big one. So like if you're in like a group, if someone's in a group but they're like facing you in the group, you know, I feel like that's a big one. Or like if they're like talking in a group yet somehow like you're not in the group but they're still like making eye contact with you and stuff, I feel like that's a big sign.
Typically girls that are interested in a guy will try on a minuscule level to get closer to him. We're all ice skating and I see somebody that I find attractive that I would pursue something with, I would maybe inch a little bit closer in hopes that he would recognize me and maybe make a move if he was also feeling the same way.
Maybe bump into him?
I don't know if I'm all that bold. I might skate near him, I might skate past him, maybe pull out like a new trick or something. Risk my life.
Do a little 540 for him?
Yeah.
I would say body language, being very open, positioning myself in a place where it would be easy for him to approach me.
You getting closer to him?
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
So these women want you to approach them. They even gave you the ideal blueprint of how you should do it if you want to be successful. But does that mean it's actually going to work for you? Probably not. We often hear about how dating apps are incredibly superficial and how most of the people who find success on there only do so because they are conventionally attractive, which is true. What less people are willing to admit, though, is that human beings are just as shallow in real life if they are in an unfamiliar environment. Studies show that you can tell whether you're attracted to somebody or not within a fraction of a second. The same study shows that you can actually like and subscribe to this channel just as quickly, like that. So yeah, hot people fuck, but we already knew that. The real question is, if you're average looking, or God forbid ugly, is it even worth it for you to try and rizz up the huzz in public? Or are you better off just gooning in your pod? Do you think men should still approach women if they're broke or ugly?
I mean, yeah, like, you gotta shoot your shot, and maybe she'll, like, I don't know, some girls don't care about that.
There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's broke right now. Like,
Confidence.
yeah.
Confidence is attractive, so.
That's fair. I know that some guys are like, oh, they only want you to approach if you're cute. You know, that's why I was asking.
Got it,
People
got
don't
it.
care about looks.
Yeah. You miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah, why not? I feel like being like ugly is a subject, like is object. Yeah, it's subjective. Everybody has a different idea of what they're interested in, and so like you might feel like you're ugly, but somebody might not find you ugly.
I think so. I think it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Broke guys never stopped me before.
Okay. Do you think it?
You gotta define broke and ugly to me. Give me an example.
Maybe broke could be like a guy who doesn't have a car.
I mean, I like I said, I host a show called Florida for Real, and I just had this conversation with my co-host. I feel like you need to have the funds to facilitate being able to take whoever on a date. So if you don't have a car, maybe you need to work on getting a car before you work on getting a girl, you know?
What would you guys do if a broke or ugly man approached you?
Just have a conversation. I don't know. I wouldn't like be like, oh, get away from me or something like that.
Yeah, I would say the same. I would have a conversation, see where things go.
I would just say, look, I appreciate it, but I'm not really looking for anything right now.
I would have the conversation, of course, and definitely treat them as if I was talking to somebody. Like even if I'm not attracted to them, that's still a person, and they have just as much worth and meaning as I do. So I can't like act like they're less than me. Obviously, don't lead them on.
I would just not respond, or I mean, I would be nice. I would be like, oh, yeah, nice to, I mean, it's happened before. And I just was like, oh, thank you for your interest. And
a lot of these women's answers are very polite. They even encourage you to approach women if you are conventionally unattractive. And if you don't know whether or not you're attractive, you will find out very quickly. Now, are these women being sincere? I would hope so. But of course, there's always a chance that they're being nice and modifying their actual answers to be more socially acceptable. There could be a Hawthorne effect taking place. Women can say whatever they want online, but the truth is there's always going to be variance to their reception to you as a man depending on how attractive you are or not. If a good-looking tall guy with a chiseled jawline approaches a woman, she's going to be a lot warmer to him.
Look at that girl in the red, bro. She's like melting. Look at that. Watch her. When he looks at her, she literally melts. She can't control herself. That's how women act when I'm around. I wish.
Than she would be to an oofy doofy
Look at that.
goes up to her. So basically, if you're not a 6'5" Chad with 2 boats and a house, this is probably what's going to happen when you approach a woman.
Pretty sure.
What do you mean you're a pickup
I'm a pickup. I'm pretty sure I can look like a disgusting scum of the earth.
Oh, that "you get out of here" killed me. Hold on, I gotta watch that again. You get out of here. That is gold. Let's enjoy that again. This is exactly how it should go when you try to hit on a woman.
Pretty sure.
What do you mean you're a pickup
I'm a pickup. I'm pretty sure I can look like a disgusting scum of the earth.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but there's some truth to this. This is a cognitive bias
Nailed
that is
it.
known as the halo effect, which is where you automatically assume somebody's a good person if they're attractive to look at, and if somebody's ugly to look at, you automatically assume they're a bad person. It's human nature. Everybody does this shit. This is where the joke about the difference between flirting and sexual harassment comes from.
Yes, and look at that before he goes off. Good looking guy. Looking good, Susan. She's flattered. Guy sits traditionally ugly. Looking good, Susan. Blah, I'm calling HR. That's the truth.
Because the exact same advance will be perceived completely differently based on how tall, dark, and handsome you are. And more men are becoming increasingly aware of this concept, which is why less and less men are approaching women in unfamiliar environments such as bars or nightclubs, and the women have definitely noticed.
In general, why do you guys think men are approaching women in public less and less?
This is like kind of a basic answer, but I feel like social media, because it's kind of harder for teenagers to have like normal conversations now. So I guess, and also probably like a fear of rejection.
I would say the same thing. Definitely fear of rejection.
So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the video on his channel. I don't want to watch the whole thing. It's a good video. Get your butt over there and check it out. I really enjoyed this, and I wanted to react to it mainly because it's not what I expected. I expected to just come on and roast the women because they were rude. Usually when you see like street interviews, it's they hand select the worst of the worst, the most vulgar, the most trashy, the most shocking and daring. But these are like more normal women. And I will say this to Nate and to everybody else watching. Being someone that's in Seattle, I'm really surprised by these women. They all seemed relatively sweet and down to earth and feminine and approachable. Most of the women in my area are not like that. They're very masculine, very standoffish, depressed and or angry, and just not someone you'd even want to approach. So obviously, it's good to see that there's some nice girls out there still, because again, I don't really see that in my area that much. So what have we learned? Step one, be super hot. If you're not super hot, it's all screwed. No, I'm just kidding. Seriously though, one girl, the girl there that talked about being able to date in court, there is some truth there. Guys get mad when I say that, but I will agree with her. I would say that a good analogy would be look at dating like a fight. Like you're somebody who's training, you want to compete, you want to fight. If your coach looks at you and says, your conditioning's not there, your grappling skills aren't there, your striking skills aren't there, if any of those aren't there, he's going to say, look, dude, I know you want to get out there, but you're not ready to fight. You got to step up your game. You got to get your cardio better. You got to get your grappling better, your striking better, whatever. Same thing goes for dating. Think of it like the fight game. If you're not looking your best, if you don't have the communication skills down, if you haven't practiced those, if you don't have a car, like all this stuff that might be annoying to hear, it's kind of true. Like you got to be someone worth dating if you expect to get women. Don't come after me. I didn't make that rule. I'm just saying. I see guys out here that look like shit. They look like absolute shit. They have nothing going, and they feel relatively entitled. That's the truth, man. That's the truth. I'm not saying that's you necessarily, but I do see it. Anyways, guys, I thought this was an awesome video. Nate's videos were always good, man. So check it out. I will link the original video in the description, of course. And let me know what you think. Am I off? Am I onto something? Am I crazy? Maybe a little crazy, but nonetheless, I'd like to hear your input. Like the video if you did like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Until next time, I'm going to leave you the same way that I always try to leave you. Take your vitamins, hit the gym, and always stay improving. Do you even lift, bro? I hope that you do. God bless. Be well. I'm out.